and welcome to the Get Loose. This is going to help us get nice and ready for our warm-up and workout today and get us nice and mobile so you can do this daily. First of all, I'd like you to go for a 1 to 2 minute jog, or you can row or ride a bike or even grab a jump rope and just get the heart rate up a little bit. Once you've done that, you can join back in with me. We're going to start by getting our neck nice and mobile, so we're going to relax our shoulders and we're going to take our head around in a nice big circle. I want to focus on keeping my shoulders down. I'm keeping my body nice and still and letting the weight of my head just allow my neck to release any tension. I'm going to go back the other way. So again, just remember to breathe through as you go through these movements today and just allow yourself to warm up mind and body. Okay, now we're going to go from the neck to the shoulders. So we're going to do some arm circles, start small. We'll start with them going backwards. And as we do this, we get the movement a little bit bigger. So try to make some really big circles, get some mobility through those shoulders, and then we take it forwards. And as I'm doing this, I'm bending my knees just a little bit and holding my core nice and strong to stabilize my body. Okay, let's go to our hips now. So we take our feet a little bit wider for this one. I like to put my hands on my hips, and we're just going to push our hips around in a big circle. So I want you to take it out to the side, push them as far forward as you can, around to the other side, hinge forward by pushing our hips back, and back to the side again. Let's do that a little bit faster. So again, I'm thinking about my hips, making that big circle around, feeling the stretch through the hamstrings, through the quads, and let's go back the other way. So same thing, we go to the side, hinge forward, side, and back. So think about taking your chest to the floor and then to the ceiling. Really big range of motion. It's going to help get you ready for running, jumping, lifting, and whatever else you have going in your workout today. All right, let's take it a little deeper now. We're going to put our feet together for this one. We're going to go to the knees. I like to place my hands on my thighs. I'm going to draw a big circle with my knees as I take it around in some nice circles. Keeping the feet flat on the floor. And back the other way. And now we take it down to the ankles. So for this one, you're just going to pop your toe towards the floor. And you're going to draw a circle with your heel all the way around in one direction. And then back the other way. So we're working from head to toe, as you can see here. Let's do the other foot. So toe on the ground, heel is lifted. My heel stays lifted all throughout this movement. As I just get some movement through that ankle joint. Good. Do a couple more. All right, for the next move, we're going to need an implement. So either grab a broomstick, I have a PVC pipe, but you could even use a towel or a sweater. So what I want you to do is going to place that across your back. Your arms are going to be straight out wide. We're going to keep our chest lifted. Now I have a little tiny bend in the knees. I'm going to hinge forward for a good morning. So this means that my belly button pulls into my spine, my chest stays lifted. And that's why a good sturdy implement helps you to keep your arms out and your chest up by holding those shoulders back. Feeling the stretch down the back of the leg. And really extending your spine as long as you can. Let's do one more. Great. All right. Now we're going to take it through a pass-through. So I want your arms nice and straight. Start out with them nice and wide. You're going to bring the implement over across in front of your body, and then you're going to take it back over your head, keeping those arms straight and touching your back. So take it front and then behind. This is really going to help get some movement in that shoulder joint, loosen things up, get some blood flow going. And if it feels good to you, you can bring the hands a little narrower until the point that you need to bend the arms. Last one. Awesome. All right, let's bring that implement back behind our shoulders again. So it's never on our neck. We keep it low to the shoulders. We take our feet nice and wide. We're going to take a windmill now, so I'm going to take my hand down towards my opposite foot as far as I can go, looking up at my other hand, and back to position again. So you can take down as far as you can go. If you can take it all the way to the opposite foot, great job. I really want you to focus on making that a big stretch all the way down the body. Really think about pushing those hips to the ceiling as you hinge over. Legs stay nice and straight. Good, last one. Excellent. All right, let's get a bit of mobility through our hips now. I'm going to use this as a sturdy implement to find balance. You can hold onto a wall or a chair, or if you have a stick, hold onto that. And then you're just going to swing the leg backwards and forwards. So while I do this, I'm trying to think about keeping my body nice and lifted, nice brace through the midsection, and making my kicks a little bit bigger as I feel ready to do so. Let's change legs. So again, nice and lifted, big swing through, getting that foot up as high as you can. But I don't want to move my body, we keep the upper body nice and still. Let's try and cross the body. So now I'm going to hold on to the implement in front of me, or again if you're holding a chair or the wall, and you're going to try and swing that leg across in front of your body. A little bit more hip opener here. And again, let's lift up nice and tall through our body. Keep that belly button pulled in nice and tight for balance. And the other side. So again, trying to minimize the movement in the upper body as I swing the leg across and in front. Good. Excellent. All right, let's put that implement down. We're going to come onto the floor now. We're going to start on our belly. So we're going to lay down on the floor. You can either have your arms out wide or narrow, depending on what's comfortable for you. We're then going to lift our heel up to the ceiling, engage the glutes, so the butt, and we're going to tip across, taking that foot towards my opposite elbow. Bring it back in, and then I bring it down. So again, engage the glute by pushing the heel to the ceiling, take it across and over towards the opposite elbow, back in and down. Let's do a few more of those. I really want you to feel the squeeze in your butt as you lift that heel to the ceiling and get that rotation through the spine as you take that hip up and towards the sky. Let's do one more. Nice. All right, let's come over onto our backs. We're going to do what's called a floor wiper now. So I lay down on my back, arms stay out wide. One leg straight up into the air, nice and straight, and you're going to drop it across the body. Now we're trying to keep my shoulders on the floor here, and then I'm going to lift it back up, and then tie the other leg. So again, lift it nice and long, feel it as it weights over, and then using your obliques to pull that leg back up again. So again, great rotation through the spine. Get that blood flow going. Good. Nice long legs, remember. Are you keeping those shoulders down? Make it as big as you can. Let's go for one more. Staying on our backs, we're now just going to put our feet down on the floor, heels near to the butt, please. You're going to put your palms face up, shoulders away from ears, and a glute bridge. So squeeze our butt right up to the ceiling, and then we come back down again. So again, we drive out of the heels, squeeze the butt, and I'm trying to take my chest as much as I can towards my chin. So tucking that chin in a little bit, and gently coming down. So always move with purpose when you're doing this, in the up and the downward motion. And really squeeze that butt as hard as you can at the top to really open up those hip flexors and engage that posterior chain. Let's go for one more. All right, great job. Let's come up back onto our feet. We're going to do what's called a world's greatest right now. And that starts with a nice big hug of the knee. And then I'm going to take a giant step forward to a lunge position. Coming down to the floor, lifting my chest, allowing my hips to drop towards the floor. I'm going to drop my elbow, same elbow as leg that's forward, and then I'm going to rotate towards that front leg and reach up to the sky and come back to the beginning. Let's try the other leg. So big squeeze, big giant step, big lunge, lift the chest, drop the hips, elbow towards the same foot, and then follow with your eyes all the way up to the ceiling as far as you can reach. Let's do that again. You do have an option to cradle the foot. That means you just push the knee out. Again, taking that step forward, lifting, lengthening everything, breathing through the motion. We're going to make this as big as we can. So again, you can cradle or just hug the leg. Big step forward. Feel your hips, just push it to the floor a little bit more with every one that you do as you get a little warmer. See how big you can make the motion today. Let's do one more on each leg. So big hug, big step, elbow down, and reach. One more time. Again, lifting, stepping, pushing my legs straight at the back, pushing that heel down, and then reaching up. Good job. All right, let's come into a toy soldier RDL. So here I want to stay nice and tall with my body. I'm going to kick my leg forward as high as I can, and then going to hinge forward to the point that my head and toe are in alignment. So again, I'm standing up nice and tall, opposite arm to toe, trying to find my balance as I hinge forward, trying to keep my hips square to the floor as I hinge forward. So again, opposite arm reaches for foot, staying in control, core is braced, hips to the floor, and back up. Again, a great time to find some balance here. Holding that core nice and strong. Getting some movement down that hamstring. Good. And again, nice and tall. Really feel your head pulling away from your heel, so your spine is as long as you can. Let's do one more of these. Try not to put my foot down in between. All right, good job. All right, we've got one more exercise, and that is a wall-facing squat. So you can go and find a wall or a chair that you can squat up against. Stand about a foot apart with your feet just outside hip distance. Turn the toes slightly out. We're going to place our arms up over our heads like so, and we're going to try and squat down while keeping our arms and shoulders pulled back. So we're going to squat down, hips back, and stand up. So remember, we want to always sit back in our squats, driving out of the heels, and really feeling our shoulder blades squeezing together as we squat down and up. Nice and tall through that body. Keep reaching all the time. Let's do two more. Last one. Excellent job. Well done, everybody. You're now ready for your warm-up and workout. Have a wonderful day.